everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Rivers' Chargers. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Diego Chargers. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rivers on first down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the wideout in motion. A first down throw here for Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for San Diego first down.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Jags' new signee from Denver, Malik Jackson, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Second down, Rivers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Stevie Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down. And, Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin, well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. And that's complete to Gates. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers backing up, escaping, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Bortles to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Rashad Green. And that takes us from second to third down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now Bortles, and able to find Green. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. On the ground, Ivory. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. So now third and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. And the back goes into motion. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Bortles going to go on. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
With a second-year man, it's Melvin Gordon. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Right side catch. This is Gates. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll give the Chargers a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate where he throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Credit the tackle to the second-rounder, Miles Jack.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. One receiver left, that's Allen. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side. It's a gain of 5 on the play. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. 4th down, Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he's brought down after a good game. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the...
And he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Bortles. Green's got it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And that's one of his advantages of a passer is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On first down, this is Ivory, and he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Okay, I don't want to bring money into it, but I'm going to. You know what your best contract negotiations are?
Good years.
Production. Chris Ivory, his first 1,000-yard season in New York, parlayed it into a nice deal with Jacksonville, and they expect the same results.
Yeah, nice 5-year deal indeed. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They keep it with Yeldon on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he finds Julius Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julius Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Rivers now on second down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers finding time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. 2nd and 5. Another run. This time it's Ivory. And he is going to lose yard. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Yeldon, the lone running back. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw, Rivers. Buying time to his left. This is Gordon on the dump off. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, this flush to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
One receiver left, that's Allen. Rivers now to throw on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On second down, Ivory. And unable to. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.